Sup, guys? Alexander here, and doing another review of this one since some of you might know this one now and know that's not really finished yet, and this is actually the only volume that I've read of it. So this is going to be a first impressions. I know some people might have read a bit further online. I know it's currently serializing. Kaiju number 8 from Shonen Jump. Um, But I myself really haven't. I've seen it around, but I haven't actually read it. I've been wanting to wait till it comes out, and I'm kind of like a weird stickler for that kind of stuff. So right now, only the first volume I've actually read. So this is gonna be, like I said, my first impressions. See. So anybody that doesn't know, the plot so far, at least what I got, is about an 30 something man who lives in a world where in Japan where kaiju have been seemingly randomly erupting across the world, and Japan seems to be their most hotspot. And from that came a unit of pretty much fighters in order to like the self defense force, sorry, in order to stop them. And he isn't part of that. He's actually part of a different group. Just a local, like, I guess, like, their own, like, separate company that manages the cleanup of these creatures because of leaving their carcasses. So they end up, you know, cleaning up all their blood and flesh and everything else, part of them, and they give it to companies in order to research them. So, but he, well, once upon a time was thinking of joining the force, but after failed tries, no longer found the passion or to, um, lost the passion in order to fight for them, even though making a promise to a childhood friend that they both would become captains in said force. Um, and essentially, it's about him. Um, you find this again in the first volume that he, after an encounter with a kaiju and saving a new lower uh, coworker, a younger coworker, he resolved to retry again and join the force. But then, right after doing this, is interrupted by a small, like, flying kaiju who flies down his throat and turns him into a kaiju himself, which is the government media dubs Kaiju number 8. Hence, he becomes a titular creature. And now it's about him trying to join the defense force and keeping his monstrous powers a secret, essentially. That's pretty much what it is so far. And you know what? For that kind of like cliched kind of opening, I kind of enjoy it. I like the artwork. It, it's a bit similar to some other stuff I've seen recently, but like, when it comes to the creatures, I think they're pretty well designed. And I like his kaiju form right there on the front with a big old giant like horn skull face. And it definitely doesn't like picture a bit what I think of when it comes to like typical kaiju, like giant, like, more what's the word I'm looking for? Like, animalistic. Much more looks like kind of demon-esque, in the traditional sense. I think more like, Godzilla or King Kong, like that. But, I do enjoy his design. I like the colors and I like for the most part. And of course, he gets bigger when he transforms, but he's definitely not like kaiju size. Again, another thing I consider, the giant, like, building sized creatures. He doesn't get like that. But he does seem to change shape, and so that might change too later on. I don't know. Let's see. So I enjoyed that. I think that's probably one of my favorite parts of this so far. It's like the art and the character designs, creature designs too. Um, but mainly the creature designs. But another thing I thought was kind of nice is that the ties in like the main character and like kind of like the themes that like this is kind of putting forth is character named oh god Kafka. He's older. There's a lot of series like that don't really deal with like older gentlemen. And series like, a lot of them has to do with teens. But this one, Kafka, he's in his 30s. And he feels like he's kind of hit that kind of like, wall where he just accepts like, a decent pay, roof over his head, but wants more. Maybe like, to really explore and hit those, go beyond his current limits and his age. And, it seems to, at least at times, explore like, what it's like to get to that age, being someone of that age. And what that's, what possibilities are. And not being defined by that. I think that's pretty interesting. I don't know how well I'll fall through with that as the series goes on, but we'll see. Please, no spoilers, please, by the way. Please, and thank you. So, in that, to wrap it all up, well, mostly formulaic kind of setup. I'm excited for more, and number 2, I believe, comes out in April, so I can't wait for it. Anyway, that's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.